Despite Maduro's arrest, figures like Diosdado Cabello, General Padrino Lopez, and the cowardly Colonel Alexander Grancuartiaga remain at large, and coordinating the structural base of Chavismo, turning the interim president Delcy Rodriguez into a puppet within the government. This setup keeps the regime running, even in the face of international pressure, since these figures concentrate the political, military, and financial power needed to sustain the system. Their continued freedom reinforces the idea that Chavismo still has solid pillars, even after the fall of its top leader. That's why the Southern Command began special training for landing and military incursion in hostile territory, mobilizing all its forces present in the Caribbean Sea, a clear demonstration that a new operation in Venezuela could happen at any moment. This repositioning not only increases immediate response capability, but also facilitates capture and extraction operations carried out by elite units such as Delta Force and the Marine Raiders, who are already part of the Southern Command's personnel. The message is direct. Washington is prepared to act quickly and precisely, making it clear that the pressure against Chavismo continues. Considering that some key figures of the regime are still free and operating within Venezuela, a new military operation may be about to take place. Welcome to life in the barracks. The United States Special Forces have stood out in the training exercises conducted by the Southern Command, focusing on infiltration and extraction missions in hostile environments. With intelligence from the CIA generated by agents operating inside Venezuela, the Southern Command activated its forces for specific training, simulating various scenarios for any theater of operations in the region. Delta Force, recognized worldwide for its ability to operate in extremely high-risk missions, constantly trains to neutralize strategic targets and carry out quick and discreet captures. The Marine Raiders, heirs to the tradition of amphibious combat, are prepared for incursions into enemy territory, combining mobility, discipline, and firepower in coordinated actions. These elite units develop specific skills, ranging from advanced weapons handling to survival techniques and movement in both urban and rural areas. The training includes simulations of hostage rescues, neutralization of military and political leaders, as well as extractions in irregular warfare scenarios. The integration between Delta Force and Marine Raiders ensures that any operation is carried out with surgical precision, reducing risks and increasing the effectiveness of missions. A striking example of Delta Force's actions was the operation that resulted in the capture of the Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro, considered one of the most complex missions ever carried out in the region. The operation involves silent infiltration, constant monitoring, and rapid extraction, demonstrating the unit's ability to carry out high-impact tasks without leaving room for a reaction. This episode reinforced Delta Force's reputation as one of the most lethal and efficient in the world, consolidating its importance within the American strategy in the Caribbean and Latin America. And for those of you who like practicality in your daily life, it's time to get to know the Executive Anti-Theft Backpack. Ideal for travel and work, the backpack has a compartment for laptops up to 17 inches USB ports to keep your devices always charged and a reinforced design that ensures durability. In addition, the backpack is waterproof and features an anti-theft system, offering security and convenience for any routine. And, best of all, by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment, you, as a subscriber of Vida No Cuartel, can get your executive anti-theft backpack for less than our real 100 each. But take advantage because this promotion is for a limited time. The American Amphibious Forces have been conducting intensive training both in the Caribbean Sea and at the Roosevelt Roads Naval Base in Puerto Rico, subtitled by Paulo Montenegro. These activities involve simulations of landings on hostile beaches, infiltration operations in coastal areas, and rapid troop extraction exercises in combat scenarios. The goal is to prepare the military for complex missions, ensuring mobility and efficiency in any type of terrain. The naval base in Puerto Rico serves as a strategic support point, offering complete infrastructure for the planning and execution of these maneuvers. Meanwhile, the Caribbean Sea serves as a realistic environment to test the immediate response capability of the amphibious units. The repositioning of the Southern Command in the Caribbean Sea brought the aircraft carrier United States ship Gerald R. Ford to the region, considered the most modern and powerful in the American fleet. With the capacity to house more than 5,000 military personnel and operate about 75 aircraft, including fighter jets, helicopters, and drones, the ship functions as a true floating base, capable of projecting power quickly and decisively. Its presence near Venezuela increases the pressure on the Chavista regime and shows that Washington is prepared to act in any crisis scenario. In addition to its onboard air power, the United States ship Gerald Ford is supported by a fleet of destroyers that serve as permanent escorts. These warships not only ensure the protection of the aircraft carrier against external threats, but are also prepared to carry out direct attacks against vessels involved in transnational crimes such as drug trafficking and smuggling. This integrated defense structure expands the offensive and defensive capabilities of the American task force in the region. With this combination of naval and air power, the Southern Command is able to maintain a rapid projection of force, capable of responding immediately to any movement considered hostile or irregular. That's why it's quite likely that new actions by the United States will continue to occur, following the same pattern as the arrest of Alex Saab, who, in addition to having been the Minister of Industry and Commerce in Maduro's government, was also the financial arm of the regime, responsible for moving resources and ensuring the economic support of Chavismo amid international sanctions. His capture showed that Washington not only targets political leaders, but also those who ensure the financial survival of the system, making it clear that the strategy is to weaken the regime on all possible fronts. And for you, who gets excited about the actions carried out by the Southern Command? Let's watch some training exercises conducted by the American forces in the Caribbean Sea and at the Puerto Rico Naval Base. Life in the barracks, life in the barracks. The link to purchase the backpack, and anti-theft will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Here at Life in the Barracks, you stay up to date with everything happening in the military world. Leave your like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Forward soldiers, until next time.